So I never knew what to call it, and I never knew I had a problem. Hey my newsies, a video I want to bring to you about my food addictions. Now, I don't know about nobody else's food addiction, but I had this addiction before I even knew what I had. I never knew what the name to put to it. My addiction go back as far as I know when I was a little kid. The only thing is that my mom kept it under control when I was little, but let her be asleep. I will eat so much that my stomach will be so freaking tight that I'll just pass out. And that's what I remember as a little kid, always eating way too much, pass out, and if I didn't pass out and I was still up, it was going to come up. As far as I know with eating, I've done it. The last time, I believe it was like 79 was the last year I can remember doing that, eating so much and throwing up. To eat, that's why I don't like going to buffets, because no one set up a portion. The portions are always bigger in restaurants or whatever, but at least when I finished that plate there was no more, and I've always cleaned my plate. So once the plate is clean, my thinking is I guess I had enough. But being at a buffet is not a good place for me to be. Every time I'm so absolutely full that it's hard for me to walk. I mean, this is just recently, but I haven't been to where I throw it up. My addiction to food changed once I left my parents' house. Instead of being regular food, healthy food, it became junk food. Because my mom cooked every day, and maybe once a week we'll have a fast food. And the fast food I remember was KFC, which was Kentucky Fried Chicken back then, or it will be a Burger King. And oh my gosh, I would just love it to get a Whopper. And as a kid, I could eat a whole Whopper, no problem. And Whoppers, I believe, were bigger then. So anyway, my food changed to junk food, or I could say change via carbs. I will sit in my first, was that my first apartment? In my first apartment, I will sit and I will eat a whole thing of rolls. Wake up feeling terrible the next day. I'll feel like the Pillsbury Doughboy when I wake up in the morning. Buying family bags of chips. I didn't know how to, no one showed me how to take some out the bag, put it in a bowl, and eat from that. No, I take the whole bag and I eat the whole bag. I wasn't done until the bag was empty. I wasn't done with any type of food until it was all gone. But then again, I never was throwing up because I ate too much. Just with anything. I had no portion control once I left home. And like I said, it went via carbs because we didn't eat like that at home. My mom cooked every day and we ate well. So the weight problem, of course, came after I left home, because now I was eating junk food that I didn't eat when I was at home. And in my mind, I think to have that plate, eat all the food that you have on your plate to get that dessert, that became a thing that I did with everything. Always, no matter if I'm full, my plate was empty as a kid. So I brought it over into adulthood. So I never knew what to call it, and I never knew I had a problem, but I knew I threw up a lot. I ate so much, and I threw up all the time because I ate too much. But that was when my mom didn't have, maybe they had company and they just left us snacks, and then I'll just eat until I've eaten food until I was sick as an adult, but I never threw it up. Don't know why. I guess because I stretched out my stomach. I have no idea. So that is basically my story, and I'm sticking to it. So I just couldn't have nothing. I couldn't bring nothing in the house. If I brought different things in the house, I had to be in all of it. So I couldn't have snacks. Like my son, saying like my son, when he go trick-or-treating, all his Halloween candy, I would have to throw it away because it's almost Halloween again. I'm just saying, I didn't know. As a kid, when we had Halloween, my mom would take the candy and issue out the candy. Otherwise, I would have probably ate my whole bag by the next day. So I'm just saying, that is my addiction, my food addiction, which became my I don't know what I'm going to say, but anyway, my little newsies. That is my food addiction, and that's what I'm sticking to. And as always, if you have not subscribed, go ahead and subscribe. It's free. I told y'all it's free. It's always free. And go ahead and press that thumbs up or that like button. I don't know which one is on here, but it's probably the like button. And if you already subscribed to me, please go over and share. And as always, y'all know I love y'all. Y'all know I do. And if I could say I love you, you can definitely love yourself. Bye.